Hi guys, my name is Vita. This is my first ever YouTube video. I am debuting my career on YouTube on 2020. Hopefully this could be meaningful to you. Like, you can take something from my videos, or in this case, this video, because this is the only video so far that I have on my channel. But hi, I am excited to meet you. I'm excited to start. I'm here to share about like my thoughts and my insights about the world. As of this moment, we are still in the middle of a pandemic, and where I live, it is my March, April, May. So this is my 6th month in quarantine. Well, to be honest, the city that I live in already opened up some new normal procedures. So like, people are out and about in the city. But I don't think it's working because we still have some cases and it's going rapidly back up because people are going out and about. So it's still in quarantine for me because I'm scared to death, and I live with my mom who has asthma, and I just do not want to risk anything at this point. I'm supposed to be giving a very serious topic, but I don't seem to be able to behave myself in front of a camera. This is... What was I about to say? Okay, so we are in the middle of a pandemic where people are forced to work from home and are forced to quarantine, and some people, including me, lost their jobs due to COVID-19, like due to us being restricted to go anywhere at this moment. So a lot of us would, you know, be itching to be productive again. Like, a lot of us would be probably desperate to find like a new job and a new source of income, because God knows we live in a very capitalistic world where we have to keep consuming, and if we do not have enough money to consume things to be able to survive, we will not survive, basically. What am I talking about? So anyways, if you are like me and you tie your self-worth to your productivity, then you must feel like shit right now. Like, you must feel like you are useless and like, what am I doing here? Like, who am I? What am I good at? Like, why do I exist? Why do I still exist if I cannot be productive, if I cannot work, if I cannot improve? And I think that because of all this time, you know, being with yourself and staying with yourself and just keep on having your own thoughts, like, it could really get worse. So I'm going to take all this time that I have now and trying to unlearn all of those type of toxic thinking that I've had growing up by disassociating my self-worth from my productivity and loving myself better in the process. Like, for example, a lot of people used to think that like watching Netflix is lazy and that you're wasting time, but the more I watch Netflix, because that's the only thing I could do, because I still got no work because companies reject me, and made me think about TV shows and movies more deeply. Like, there are some stories where you can take lessons or meanings that could, you know, change your life and the way you think. Like, it is also a type of research, like if you're a storyteller, if you're an artist. And it doesn't even have to be just, you know, Netflix and TV shows and movies. You could also do this by like listening to music or following the artists that you like. You can do this from reading books or just like finding inspirations in YouTube videos like this one. You know, just You can use all of these things as a way to communicate with yourself better. You can use pop culture to compare situations that you have in real life with similar cases that happened to your idols or to your favorite artists, to the characters in your books and the TV shows that you watch and the movies that you adore, basically, and get to know not only yourself and your values, but like what healthy relationships look like, what kind of friendships you want to have, what kind of circles, social circles that you would like to keep in your life, and what kind of relationship you want to have with your family, your siblings, your parents. Like, you can take examples and inspirations from them and take it into you. For example, I grew up watching Doctor Who. Now, it's kind of weird because, one, I'm not British, but I truly, truly love Doctor Who. Not only do they flesh out the companions, they also do a really, really great job in the character arc of the Doctor himself. Okay, now he's a she, but I grew up with the he Doctor, so please forgive me if I keep referring him as him. Throughout watching Doctor Who, like, at first I relate to the companions because they're, one, they're human, and two, they're female, which is the gender that I am. Even though so far they do not have like a main Southeast Asian companion, I could still relate to them nonetheless. I used to relate so much to Donna Noble because she used to think of herself as not enough. Therefore, she is so loud in trying to prove that she is as amazing as other people. Like, her own mother tries to bring her down, so that's why she yells louder in order to prove her mother wrong. And I love that about her. She's so strong, she's so resilient, and she has these qualities that people usually overlook because she's a temp. And I used to feel that way too. It made me compare her experiences with my experiences because I see these similarities. I realize like what is lacking in my life, and it is validation from my parents. Because just like Donna, her mother does not like see her as someone successful or capable of success. But the difference is my parents, they used to never say that they were proud of me, and they never really gave me the thumbs up that like I did good, you know, like every Asian parents basically. And it made me feel like I had to always prove myself, and sometimes it can be really, really exhausting. And in Donna's story, the first time she was seen was by the Doctor, and because she was seen by him, it made me feel like I'm being seen too, even if it's by a fictional character. And through that, like, and I just kept comparing, you know, real life situations with pop culture, because I don't know, I felt comfort in knowing that I'm not alone in all of this, and that even when I'm not like, when I don't feel like I'm worthy, when I feel like nothing, when I feel so shitty for not having a job and keep being rejected by companies during this pandemic, I go back to watch Doctor Who, and he would say to me, in 900 years of time and space, I have never met anyone who's unimportant. And that made me feel like it's okay for me to not be productive all the time. It makes me feel like I'm important nonetheless. So hang in there. You know, life may be bleak at this moment, but human beings, they always find a way to survive. Otherwise, they wouldn't, you know, be able to colonize all those planets in Doctor Who. Yeah. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say, you know. use this time that you have not to mull or to sulk over the fact that you are not being productive enough, but to unlearn all those toxic things in your mind and starting to love yourself better. And use the things that you thought were unproductive before as inspiration and as research and as a way to not only channel your hobbies but to project yourself onto them and get to know you better. So that's all that I'm trying to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something from it. My name is Pita, and never give up, never give in.